All right, so hey, what's going on, YouTube? Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get a video out once a week like I've been saying I'm going to, so I'm not going to say that anymore. We're just going to release them when they come out, and as I can get to them and get them edited, I'll get them out there. So yeah. We've been having to give more attention to the band and get more media out for the band. Get the YouTube channel going finally. We put out an interview out there, so if you get a chance, go check that out. I'll put the link down below to our YouTube channel. So yeah, as you can see, I was just cranking to some Lucia Moniz. Try Again is one of my most favorite ballads of all time. It's her and Nuno Betancourt from Extreme. It's a great duet. If you get a chance, check it out. And an all-around good album, actually. I know it's a really old one from 2000, Magnolia, but it's a really good album all the way around. She's got a great voice. In any event, not to go off on too big of a tangent, updates for the band. We have our third single being mixed right now by Andy up in Michigan. Again, Andy Reed from Reed Recordings Company up in Michigan. I'll put a link to his website below too. Can't say enough about Andy. We love working with the guy, and he's turning out mixes that we love. So we couldn't ask for a better partnership there. We are actually just putting the finishing touches on our fourth single, and we're excited about that to kind of be ahead of the game at this point. We've actually, think about it, we've probably got another 2 songs after the fourth single that are pretty close to being done. And so, like I said, we're excited. We're happy to finally be starting to get ahead of the game. All right, now, well, I'll go more in depth about our setup and our rig and how we're running things in here. Over time as I get time to make more of those in detail videos. But I just wanted to take a little time today because I did get some questions on Facebook about how I was connecting Troy's kit to the computer to control EZDrummer. And so I'm just going to run over that real quick. So if we come out here, there's Troy's kit. It's a Roland V drum kit, and he's got a Roland TD30 brain over here, right there. And we've just basically got that brain connected with the USB cable. And it's a long run. We got this little entryway here. We got a little, safety first. That USB cable is a 20-footer. It runs from there back behind that little display cabinet thing right there, the wood thing, and back behind the tie pin, which is that little instrument right there with the dragon head on it. Runs back behind here, back behind all of that, all the way behind the monitor, and then eventually plugs into, well, I've got a USB breakout box or USB kind of replicator over here. A few of them anyway, and there's, the Studio NAS. And then I'll show you this part here. Basically, I'm loading up Logic right now, but basically that's it. It's just the USB connection from the brain, the TD30, all the way through here and into that USB breakout box, and then there's the laptop. And that's just a 2019 MacBook Pro 16-inch. And here's, okay, let's open another project. All right, here we are in Logic, and here's Troy's kit. We do have a custom kit for Troy. We went through and sampled a bunch of snares, toms, sampled all the different instruments, and he just kind of picked what he liked. So some of these are not even from, even though the image here is of the EZDrummer 3 Bright Room kit, some of these drums are from other kits that we have installed here. So, and we'll do a deep dive and breakdown on that. I just want to show a basic overview of, once we've got the drum kit connected, You design your kit the way you like. The one big thing in EZDrummer, just to make sure that you always have set right, is if you go to settings, you go down to eDrums, MIDI. You want to make sure, see this one's set for toontrack standard. It should be the Roland, and then find the TD30. Boom. And just set it to the whatever brain you're using for your electronic kit, and then it'll map the MIDI correctly to that kit that you have. And you're done with this, just click the X up here in the corner, boom, and it'll take you back to your kit. And that's it. And generally, when we're recording and just kind of laying down the tracks, we're doing it stereo. I pull up a stereo version of EZDrummer just to get the performance down, and then Troy will take that stereo performance once we've got it close, or exactly what he's looking for. He'll come in. He might just tweak a few things here and there, and for the performance wise. And then once the performance is done and he's got it the way he wants it, then we'll break out EZDrummer into separate tracks. So we'll put the kicks and the snares and the toms all on their own tracks and break it out with the 16. I think it's a 16 output now. Is it 16 track output? I think something like that. Anyway, there's a bunch of them. And then Troy will do some deeper mixing. He'll kind of brighten up the cymbals a little bit on their own, mess with their overheads a little bit, and he'll do just a little tweaking because, EZDrummer drums, they're pretty much done out of the box. You don't have to do a lot to them unless you're going for something, special or different. They sound, the mixes sound great, and that's part of why we enjoy using them. It's convenient, and we're using technology for good. So. And don't let me fool you into thinking that it's all pretty pink roses and, fucking popcorn and lollipops. It's not. We run into issues all the time. Just things like, because at the end of the day, it's still physical hardware, right? And things can break. Triggers can not do what they're supposed to do sometimes. And so we've had our issues with, getting things set up and making sure we got good cabling, and that we've gone into the brain that we're using and tweaked the drums to minimize things like double triggers as much as possible, crosstalk. These are things that you're gonna, issues that you can run into with an electronic drum kit. But again, the great thing about EZDrummer is that even we are getting Troy's performance down, but we're getting it down in MIDI, so we can always go in and clean it up as we need to, right? And I've got no problems with that. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody out there that still thinks that's cheating in some way, but I mean, if the tools help you get to make the music that you want to make, I just don't consider that cheating. I don't see how that's cheating, actually, because it's a creative process, and I see how you could tell somebody, that created something out of nothing that they're cheating because they used a particular technology. Anyway, going off on another tangent, that's just never made sense to me. I love technology, and I love when it's used for good, of course, and how it can make our lives easier. And EZDrummer is a great example of that. So yeah, but again, getting back to some of the issues, even with everything tweaked on the kit, Troy will still spend time with that first stereo track and that final performance that he likes, going in and cleaning up things like little double triggers that happened that we can only see in the MIDI. We didn't catch it at the time, but as you get in, you forensically looking at the MIDI, he can go in and clean up all those little ghost notes and things that weren't supposed to be there, and get a good solid performance. And then once the performance is done, Troy's tweaked it the way he wants to. He's added whatever EQs or compressors or little things he wants to do for certain instruments, and he's probably done a little volume automation, things like that. Once he's done doing all that, then the rest of the band basically comes in and lays down their serious part. So I'll come in and do, the guitars and the basses. Casey will come in and redo his vocals, everything to, Troy's new, basically what ends up being our new metronome is Troy's performance. And that's, I dig that. There's more of a feel thing that way than playing to a straight metronome. So I like when Troy gets his, we get his drums the way we want, and he gets the performance exactly the way he wants it, with all the humanization left in there. And then we go in and we lay ourselves down to, the metronome of T-Roy. All right, that's it for today. If you have any questions, as you put them down below in the comment section. I'll make every effort to answer them as quick as I can. And don't forget to check out the band's site too, and the band's YouTube channel. Website. We got a Facebook page right now. We don't have a website yet. We're working on it. But to check out the band's YouTube channel, I'll put the link down below for that too as well. I'm gonna post some fresh content up there probably today or tomorrow as well. So yeah, keep an eye out for all that. Until next time, cheers and be well.